commitment it takes.
Here's Shumpert. Can't finish the one-handed jam.
Tough D on the inside.
Put up a roadblock, a construction barrel right there. That's what he brings defensively.
You know, the first thought from the defense there was to protect the rim, so that's why he was open for that transition three.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here. With all that Sean Livingston went through with his horrific injury a few years back, you know, Steve, it's amazing just to see him out there on the floor playing basketball.
Yeah, I remember seeing that live. It was one of the most awful things to see on a basketball court, and I just have so much respect for Livingston, the way he's continued to grind it out and carve out a career for himself. He's become a very, very good player.
Here is Livingston, still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. And Smith with the stop.
Incredible timing on the alley-oop.
He absolutely hammered it down.
And that's the play we're going to remember when this game is all said and done.
And with Livingston, you know, he had to adjust the way he played after the injury, but was able to pick things up on the fly as he managed to be a contributor on every team that he's been on since the injury. And I think that says an awful lot about him as a player and as a person.
Now here's Shumpert. He picked up 12 points in their last win against the Cavaliers in Cleveland.
Well, with Livingston, as you said, he had to adjust his game a lot after the injury, but he was so skilled coming into the league that he knew he'd find a way to become a positive influence on the floor. He's not one-dimensional at all. He can do a lot of things out there.
Different look here for the Warriors. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
J.R. Smith going from one of his best seasons in 2012-13 to one of his worst a year ago. I think his knee surgery in the offseason really got him off to a slow start. He didn't have the same bounce in his step, and he didn't find his game until late in the season.
That's a jump ball.
And here are the Warriors now. Lee kicks to Barnes. And he jams it with authority.
That's a big boy dunk right there. Grown man sledgehammer dunk.
That was a violent attack on the rim.
Oh, man, was it ever.
Well, you talk about Smith's knee holding him back. It does make sense. I mean, his rebounding and rate of scoring both went down, but he shot well from outside and increased his assist totals. That speaks to him playing around his knee issue a bit.
And so it's Golden State with it. The Knicks making the shot. Curry can't get it to go. Here's Shumpert. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down. Well, now they're just going to town on it.
Yeah, you'd think these defenders would have done a little more to put a stop to that stuff, Kevin, but so far, no go.
Well, a phenomenal aerial assault there, fellas.
So New York going with almost an entire new group. 1:10 left in the first half. And Smith shooting poorly to start last season, but his play improved as the season wore on, Steve.
Yeah, and as his knee rounded into form, I think he got more comfortable, and we saw that in how he finished the season.
Now here's Barnes. He picked up 15 points in their last win against the Lakers. That one's in there. The New York lead is cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from Stephen Curry. And it's Smith penetrating, kept alive by New York. Outside Anthony. Beyond the arc. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
Even with every shot clanging off the rim, he seems determined to keep hoisting up these threes. It might be time to get inside of that arc.
Outside for Curry. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Over Hardaway. And that one comes up a bit short.
I don't know if it's just me, but he's looked a step slow since the start of the quarter. His shooting has really suffered.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
I agree. They need more energy in the post, maybe some double teaming. They've got to get their defense in gear.
Barnes dishes to Curry. Up in time. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer. And a tight game here at... And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters.
been a solid outing for Curry. He has 12 points, and he's pulling down some big rebounds, too.
Well, the battle on the boards is one every team tries to win, Clark. He's been a part of that effort.
Oh, ridiculous move. Pour it down that time. And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now.
Clark, there is a swagger out here on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
That's right.
Those are phenomenal dunks to watch. So much fun. Samuel D'Alembert, a 6'11" shot blocker and rebounder. His numbers are solid, but he seems to have a way of wearing out his welcome with coaches. You notice he's played for 5 teams in the last 5 seasons.
On defense, Golden State trailing by 5. D'Alembert with the screen on Barnes. 6 to shoot. Anthony, the pass to D'Alembert. And Shumpert kicks to Stoudemire. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Warriors trail by 5. Outside Curry. Over to the wing. And the foul on Carmelo Anthony. That's foul number 2 for him. And a minute played as the second half gets going. Outside, Green. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Green's got 6.
It's early, but you can already make a case for Curry as one of the best shooters of all time. Really, it's a combination of his ability to hit shots, but also his ability to create his own shot. Very rare to have both those abilities.
New York calls timeout. And if you do consider Curry to be the greatest shooter already, you're in good company. This season, Kevin Durant Clark gave his opinion that Curry is already the best.
Yeah, you know, this is going to be debated by people for a long time, and I don't know where the answer is going to land. But Curry definitely is in the equation already with his resume and record-breaking three-point shooting.
Smith, no luck.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. He nails it, and we're tied up. 9 points in the game so far.
They're getting a bunch of their points outside of the paint. 3 of their last 5 buckets are from three-point range.
But the defense isn't making them earn it. I mean, those shots have just come on easy, open looks.
It has not been an ideal start to the second half. They've missed 3 of their first 4.
Now let's send it to Doris from the sideline.
Steve Kerr choosing to coach the Warriors. I've said this many times, said Kerr, this is the best fan base in the NBA. The 2007 clinching win over Dallas was the best atmosphere I've ever felt in my life. As a broadcaster, even as a player, I've never seen anything like that. Guys, he wanted to coach in that environment.
They're loud every night. Thank you, Doris. Here's Smith. Shumpert with it. Guarded now by Barnes. And it's Curry with the rebound. D'Alembert against Thompson. Kicks it to Bogut. And he stuffs that one.
Right back to the basics there, using the one-hand slam for that one.
Doesn't he make the basics look pretty exceptional?
Yeah, he does. They look sweet when he does them.
Well, he should stay with those basics in a tight ball game because we've got one here tonight.
Smith dishes to Stoudemire. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Here's Barnes. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
Well, one of his issues is he's a player that just does not excel at fighting through contact on his way to the rim.
And here's Anthony from the arc. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Green's got 3 rebounds now in this one.
The New York Knicks were ranked as the NBA's most valuable franchise recently, and with team values skyrocketing, the Knicks came in at around $1.5 billion. That's a B, billion.
Draymond Green last season slimmed down to about 230 pounds. Pretty remarkable how he's transformed his body since his freshman season at Michigan State.
So New York going with almost an entire new group here. Smith checked in for D'Alembert. Quincy Aces come in for Amari Stoudemire. Hardaway's checked in for Shumpert. And Shane Larkin subbed in for J.R. Smith. Then for the Warriors, Basili's checked in for Bogut. Iguodala comes in for Barnes. And it's Livingston in for Curry.
And Green, a combo forward. You know, he's able to play the 3 or the 4, and he's a good rebounder. I mean, he's got long arms that help him play effectively against bigger guys, even though he's only about 6'7".
It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. He's covered by Iguodala. Anthony against Iguodala. And Anthony gets double teamed. And the Knicks with possession here. In the corner, Hardaway with it. Throws it up high. Knocked loose. Smith the pass to Anthony. Clock at 6. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Anthony's got it all tied up now for New York. And Green, certainly not an elite athlete, Steve, but pretty quick on his feet.
Well, he's a jack of all trades, and I think he's been a pleasant surprise defensively. Just his awareness and his energy, they've really helped him out a lot. He can guard multiple positions for sure.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Nice shot by Larkin. Guys, close one here. No team getting a huge advantage.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I mean, there have already been 5 lead changes, but nobody taking control of it.
A great matchup. I mean, these two teams really match up well talent-wise. I'm enjoying this.
Oh, and then jammed by Anthony.
What a smooth finish.
Well, he's certainly the one they want on the end of those breaks. He always finishes strong.
Livingston kicks to Azili. Thompson from long range. No good on that last second attempt there. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
This was a showstopper, wasn't it? Just a difficult pass to make, and he makes it flawlessly to set up that alley-oop.
Warriors trail by 5. A moment now to reset the lineups. Brought to us by Gatorade. All fueled up here for the 4th quarter. And New York looking at who they've got. Shane Larkin is out there with Tim Hardaway Jr. Then it's Anthony. Then it's Quincy Ace. And it's Stoudemire in at the 5, patrolling the paint. 3 on 3. There's the lob to the hoop. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
Such a careless pass. You've got to keep your head in the game here.
For the Knicks, Samuel Dallenberg is checked in for Quincy Ace. Shumpert comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And J.R. Smith subbed in for Shane Larkin. And the shot is good.
That's not the way for a team to get back into a game by giving up easy shots like that. It has to start at the defensive end.
From deep. Anthony's shot is off.
He's not exactly striping them from deep. He had 1 3-ball in the first half. Still bagels in the second.
And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. Samuel Dallenberg picks one up.
Well, it's really hard to find a more pure, accurate shooting stroke than Klay Thompson's. I mean, every season over 40% from distance, but he's working to diversify his offensive game. You know, he's posting up and using his ball handling skills to get it. Oh, man, what a finish. I don't